You've been looking a bit blue these days. Want to talk about it?
Well, you know how for the past year I've been traveling with Shionne? Without settling down in any one place like the rest of you?
To seal up the mausoleums, right? That's something only you guys can do.
The reason I didn't stay in cities for long was because I wanted to avoid people.
Because everyone's either calling you a hero or a destroyer, right? That's why you exploded in Nies, isn't it?
Yeah. I wanted to protect Nazamil, but it wasn't just for her. A lot of that anger was for my own sake as well.
But what else could you do? Any way you look at it, they were in the wrong.
Even so, I should have handled it better. If I hadn't lost control and caused this whole mess, Nazamil wouldn't have run off.
Look, I get why it's bothering you, but that doesn't mean...
It's not just her, is it? I get the sense that behind all this, you're actually anxious about your future.
Alphen's future? What are you talking about?
You really are perceptive when it comes to other people.
If people could be perceptive about their own business, no one would ever have anything to worry about.
No doubt. You're right, though. I'm in this mess just handling my own problems. I worry I'm not ready.
Regardless of what anyone says, it's your life. Don't let your future slip away from you. Or perhaps I should say, your future together?
Wait, that's... you mean Alphen and Shionne?
Spluttering like a fish is not proper decorum, young man.
You're not even that old!
I'll still have to think it over and choose for myself, but I do feel better now. Thanks, guys.
Huh? Well?
That boy's anxieties seemed sufficiently eased.
I used to be afraid of handing things to people. If I accidentally touched them, I'd end up hurting them. But it's different now. That boy's hand was warm.
The food you cooked warmed it. And not just his hand, but his heart too.
I hope you're right.
I realized something from this experience. Kids tend to take a liking to you, don't they?
You think so? I think it's just because the donuts turned out well. At any rate, I'm glad that we were able to share Kalaklia's specialty with more of the world, and that I could personally hand it to so many people. I didn't know human touch could be so warm.
Yeah, and that feeling of warmth really stays with you, too. But anyway, I guess that's the end of our donut sharing. Speaking of which, I haven't even tried one yet.
Don't worry, I saved some for you.
Thanks. I'll try one right away. Man, that's tasty! Knowing how much effort you put into them makes them taste even sweeter.
You might be exaggerating a bit. Still, I like seeing people so happy. That's one more recipe under my belt. Maybe next I should invite a lot of people over for a big dinner party.
That's a great idea. I'll help you prepare when the time comes.
I'll take you up on that offer. I'll have to practice making some delicious dishes until then. That way I'll be able to make and eat whatever I want, whenever I want.
Talk about an ulterior motive. But it's good that you're able to touch so many people, both literally and figuratively. Those donuts you made were really good, Shionne. I can understand why they made all those kids so happy.
Thanks. Hey, Alphen. I was wondering, what if, and this is a pretty big if, what would you think if I said I wanted to open my own donut shop?
Huh? Really?
No, it's not that it's something I really want to do. It's just that I remembered something Rinwell said to me. She said, if you're going to sell donuts, I'm sure Alphen would be right there with you.
She said that? Well, yeah. I guess she was right. Whatever you decide to do in life, I'll be there to support you and help in any way I can.
Alphen, are you saying...
But you know, if we ever really open a store, I want to make and sell my own donuts too.
Wait, Alphen?
Oh, that's it. What if we made spicy donuts? Wouldn't those be the trendiest donuts ever?
What? Are you crazy? Yuck! It's my store, so I'm only going to sell donuts that I think are good.
In that case, I'll just have to make some spicy donuts that you think are good.
You know, Alphen, you can be really stubborn when you want to be.
I'm not the only one. So, what do you think? Are you gonna hire me at your donut shop?
Well, I guess I can take your application under consideration.
I think we're ready. Let's all rest up today. Then tomorrow, we'll head out to confront Nazamil.
I wonder what she's doing right now.
She's still under the mask's control. It is possible that she can't see or feel anything.
Even so, her heart is crying out. And I think it's my fault that it is.
Your fault? How do you figure?
I've been thinking about it non-stop. When we had to fight Nazamil, where did I go wrong? Nazamil tried to take over people's minds, to control them. That is wrong. There's no excuse for it. But in the end, ultimately, she did it for us.
Yeah, she did say that.
She had no place where she belonged. To her, it must have seemed like the rest of the world didn't even exist. So when she joined us, it was like we became her entire world.
We were her first friends, so when we rejected her too...
It meant Nazamil lost her whole world. That's why she was so devastated that she tried to erase her own mind.
From the beginning, all she wanted was to earn our approval. And I flat out rejected her. Because I didn't understand. I was so focused on rebuking her actions that I couldn't empathize with her.
Let's show her we're sorry. Then we can hold hands with her, like we did before.
I'm sure the charm will help us reconnect.
Shouldn't you get some sleep?
In theory, yes. But I knew you were off by yourself somewhere, lost in thought.
Can't hide anything from you, can I? I'm sorry. No, I guess I should say thank you.
Thanks for what, exactly?
For letting me drag you into this life of non-stop travel. For staying with me for all this time. For everything. I've been called a hero, a destroyer, and things even worse than that. But you stayed with me, Shionne.
Even right now, as you're thanking me, Nazamil is all you can think about, right?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. That's just who you are, Alphen. But the truth of the matter is, that's why I'm here. If you weren't such a caring person, that wouldn't be the case.
Shionne.
And besides, you're not the only one who's worried about Nazamil. I couldn't sleep either. When I look at her, I see myself. Saddled with a fate she never wanted. Treated like an outsider by everybody. Alone. You know that pain. Really, I think that we all do. Every one of us has scars like Nazamil's. You're the one who saved me, Alphen. And along the way, I think we've all managed to save each other. That's why I want to help Nazamil however I possibly can. I want her to feel like she's not alone anymore.
Yeah. Listen. There's something that I've been wanting to tell you. I think I'm ready to say it. Now that I'm prepared to move forward. Shionne, would...
Now's not the time.
What?
Not while we still have more important things to do.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Try not to look so worried. I'm not going anywhere, okay? Is that all right?
You're always 5 steps ahead of me.
What? So the reason everyone's been talking in secret has been because they're helping you?
Yes, that's right. I've been looking into something, but I asked everyone to keep it from you.
Looking into something? What is it? And why am I the only one you didn't tell?
See, I've been thinking about the future. What I want to do, where I want to go, things like that. But I didn't have enough knowledge, so I knew I needed to get more. I didn't want the person I want to be with to think I'm unreliable for not knowing anything.
I see. So you've been traveling around and getting advice from various people?
That's right. And a lot of them told me that when I gather information, I need to think more about the person I want to be with. In the end, I'm not really sure if I've accomplished what I set out to do, though. I'm sorry I kept it a secret. I thought that if I included you, I'd end up completely relying on you.
Alphen.
I'm really sorry.
Alphen, people told you to think more about the person you want to be with when you do your research. But wouldn't it be best to do the research together with that person? What's wrong with relying on her? Anyone who knows you understands you're someone who can be counted on. I mean, if I were that person, I'd certainly rather do it with you than be kept in the dark.
Together. That makes sense. Maybe I was trying to show off or something.
But if this person knew how far you and everyone else went for her, I'm sure she'd be very happy. Your methods may have been flawed, but your heart was in the right place. I'm sure she'd be thrilled to know how much you and everyone else care about her.
Shionne.
Just let me say this. Once everything is calmed down and you're ready, let's sit down and talk.
Okay, got it. Let me say something too. The next time there's something I want to research, will you come with me?
Of course, Alphen. You don't even need to ask. I'm looking forward to it. And off she goes.
I wonder what she'll be like the next time we get to see her.
She'll have changed. But we'll all be different as well. That said, in all the ways that matter, we'll still be us.
Yeah. I'm sure you're right.
All right then, bring it on! Oh yeah, gotta step up my game in the meantime so I don't get left behind. Hey, what'd I do now?
Boring. That's all the monologuing I could handle.
Come on, I wasn't monologuing, I was trying to explain my... Hey! Always just marching off? You're a pain, you know that?
Yeah, whatever.
It appears that the future is looking bright indeed.
Yes,
Oh, we should get some of Gladys'.
it certainly does look bright.
You're buying.
Come on, let's... Shionne.
Isn't there something you wanted to say to me?
You ready to listen now?